RapRadar.com, Bun B. So Bun, let's the wrist, the arm. What's going on, my boy? What's good?
You didn't hear about the arm?
Yeah, what happened, man?
Apparently.
This is the Rap Radar exclusive. I don't know if the streets know this.
I'm gonna be media takeout for this one. Apparently, I went to jail the other day because the police came in my house and found weed. But they came to my house because my wife and I were having a fight because my wife cheated on me with Trey Songz.
That's your wife back there laughing right there.
And this actually happened while you and I. This supposedly happened
at the Drake show
while you and I were together at the Drake show.
I'm your alibi. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. I actually fell off a riser behind the stage in Sweden during the Gumball 3000.
You fell off a what? Say it again.
It's like a riser, like like we were on the stage and the DJ booth and everything was up on the elevated area, and then they had another elevated area behind the DJ booth. So we were kind of like chilling on the stage, and then people started coming up taking pictures, and then they would use a picture as an excuse to get on the stage, and then they would stay, and then they start bringing their friends. The stage got congested. I went behind the DJ booth with Exhibit, and then like somebody tripped on somebody and fell into them, and they fell into me. So I tried to jump back to the ground, but there was no ground underneath me. There was speakers. So I hit the speaker with my knee. I bust my knee open, and then I fell over and caught myself, broke the fall with my arm, but I shattered my elbow.
Yeah.
But I kept mashing. It was like 4:30 in the morning. I couldn't go to the doctor because if I did, I had a flight at like 10 o'clock. I would have missed my flight.
Yeah. So. But you said that whole experience was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't go to the doctor, because I didn't want to miss out being on the Gumball. Gumball 3000 is a car rally. They plan out a 7-day trip over 3,000 miles, and they goes from city to city. Every day is a different city, and just really they try to plot through interesting cities with interesting landmarks. Yeah. So like this year, we went to we started in London, then we drove in from London to Amsterdam. You got to drive under the English Channel for that. Then we went from Amsterdam to Copenhagen, and Copenhagen to Sweden. Then they flew all the cars, and they flew us from Sweden to Maine. We drove from Maine to Boston, and then we drove from Boston to Quebec City to Toronto, and Toronto into Times Square. Wow. It's a lot of driving. 3,000 miles is a lot of driving.
So how did you feel when you finally completed the whole thing?
I mean, it's crazy because you have this real serious adrenaline rush that's pushing you every day. I mean, you're driving, and you're not just doing 55, 60. I mean, everybody's in a high performance vehicle. So we mash. I did average probably 120, but there was cats that were leaving me at 150, 160. My man from Fort Worth for the Bugatti hit 193 one day. So cats was getting crazy. We had there was like 12 Lamborghinis, about 13 Ferraris, probably 20 Porsches. I mean, just all these different kinds of high performance vehicles, and really the top. Not just a regular Lamborghini or a Gallardo, but like Murcielago with, souped up engines and F1 Ferraris. Like, cats wasn't playing. Yeah. Like, even Tony Hawk, he brought the 18 van out. They had 2 Batmobiles, like the first original Batmobile, and then the revamp Batmobile, like that. The black and white Batmobile, and then the Batmobile from the color episodes of Batman. So it was some whole other shit going on. They had 2 Bugattis in that motherfucker, about 4 Gold Wings, a couple Pan Americas. Cats wasn't playing, man. It was about 30.
But the other side of you, though, is you driving the Escalade real slow, doing 55, listening to Shade 45.
Yeah, that's at the
crib.
So
talk about the two sides of you.
Well, that's the thing. I like adventure. You know what I'm saying? I'm from a small town, and for us, it was always about hearing stories from people who, we went to New York, or we went to Seattle, or I went to London, and all of that. So for me, growing up, I always wanted to go around the world and see stuff. Yeah. And even as an entertainer, we do a lot of shows. We go to a lot of cities, but usually you fly in, you're jet lagged, you go to a hotel, take a nap, maybe you get up and do a sound check or something. You don't really get a chance to see the city.
Soak it up, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It took me 3 times going to Amsterdam before I even realized the Anne Frank house was in Amsterdam. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just really, at this point in my life, trying to take more advantage of the opportunities that's in front of me. So with this thing costs $45,000 to even enter it. But they waived the fee for me, just, so I would do a couple of performances. But, I mean, like one day we had lunch at Ben & Jerry's, you know what I'm saying, just outside on the grass. We had brunch at Niagara Falls, you know what I'm saying. I never thought I'd go down to Niagara Falls, much less have a whole restaurant blocked out for me, you know what I'm saying. And it was just an incredible experience. You met people from all over the world, cats from Dubai, cats from London, Ireland, Hungary. I mean, you name a country, it was people from there, and everybody was like real cool people. You had, this guy was a billionaire. This guy was worth 750. This guy is Donald Trump's real estate development partner. But I mean, everybody's down to earth. We're all just about cars and invention, just seeing the world, having a good time. It's something that if you have money, if you're a baller and you can afford it, I suggest you do it. If you're an entertainer and you maybe have services that you could trade or work out with the Gumball 3000 people, I suggest you look into it. It's a life-changing experience. I was in it. Exhibit is in it. Was in it. Eve was in it. Idris Elba was in it.
He got banged up, right? Talk about Elba got banged up.
Yeah,
right?
Elba came. Elba was supposed to do it in a Cooper. His whole thing was like doing it in a Mini Cooper, like this big dude in his little ass car. But then he ended up tearing his Achilles tendon like a week or two before. There's no way he could have sat in a car like that, so he ended up getting in an Aston Martin. But I mean, people that you see on TV, people that you read about in the Wall Street Journal, or you might see on the Bloomberg Report or something like that, these people were right here in your face, just as normal as could be. You know, it really leveled the playing field for everybody.
Cool. All right, bro.